Hi, good afternoon. This is John Flacco from Sales Cloud University, and check it out. We're going to talk about one of the key things that really separate the rainmakers, the people that really are at the top of their game, and the average salesperson, and it really boils down to habits. If you think about habits, they're the things that drive us. Someone once told me that character is really the sum of all the things that you do throughout the day. All those decisions makes up what your character is. And I think we could further drive that down to habits. If you think about habits, they drive everything that we do, from how you put on your shoes in the morning to how you go about your day, the route you take to work. We program ourselves with these habits. And great salespeople, whether they even know it or not, they have their day and their life ingrained in these fantastic habits that really allow them to operate at a higher level than the average person. So we're going to jump in. We're going to talk a little bit about habits, get you guys thinking about how you can go ahead and really influence this, because that's what Sales Cloud University is all about. It's about how can we go ahead and push ourselves further to go ahead and maximize our potential in sales. So let's jump in. So we talked about that. Your habits are going to determine your success in sales. Good or bad, it is going to drive your number at the end of the day. What is a habit? If you think about what a habit is, it's something that you do so regularly that it becomes easy. It's those automatic things that we do in our life that you don't even need to think about it. It's not work to go ahead and do these different things. Some of them are the ritual things that we do in getting ready, how you dress, how you speak. But in sales, it's more than that. It really comes down to those key competencies that you either focus on and build into a habit so it becomes so automatic you don't even think about it, or you find yourself on the other side where we have bad habits that are really keeping us from our goals in sales. So how long does it take to change a habit? So they say it takes about 21 days or 3 to 4 weeks. So imagine if you changed one sales related habit every month, what would your game look like in a year? So up to 90% of our normal behavior is built based on habits. So we talked about all those things that really drive everything that you do. It's a culmination of these habits. And the same thing in sales is true. So everything that you do from how you speak to someone on the phone, how you dress, how you go ahead and answer follow-up questions, what you do in preparation for a demonstration, all of these things are based on your habits. Some of the things you think about as you go into your sales opportunities, and some of them they're so automatic that they're just part of your routine. So if you were to keep doing what you're doing, and if you keep doing what you've always done, you keep getting what you've already got. What about bad habits in selling? What are some examples of these things? So not white spacing. We did a video last week on really pre-call research, going in and white spacing account, being diligent about going to every sale opportunity with knowing key information about the company, about the individuals you're speaking to. It's easy to get out of that bad habit and rush into the next sales engagement by not really doing your homework. Showing up late for meetings, kind of an obvious, could be internal meetings as well. Procrastinating, not following up, not prospecting, or at least going ahead and building your pipeline every single day. That concept of Kaizen. So when we really think about what we're doing here, you're investing a few minutes of your day to listen to me. Kaizen is about constant and continuous improvement. Really think about what would it be like if you went ahead and read one book per month, listened to one audio program per month. That's 120 books in a 10-year period. So think about that. Where would you be in your career if you invested that little bit each and every day? It becomes something that is pretty powerful. So there's a habit. You got to continue to invest in yourself. So here's the exercise. You really need to clearly identify your bad or unproductive habits. So then you need to define what are your successful habits. And now we need to make a goal and a plan to go ahead and go after each of these areas so you can build a solid game plan for your sales strategy. So winning a sale is made up of hundreds of choices. And that's what it boils down to, guys. When you go ahead and you start in a sale, someone once told me that it's like walking in and you have a bucket. And everything that you do from when you're initially talking to that person, the choices that you make going ahead and doing your pre-call research, all of these choices, you're either putting water in your bucket or you're going ahead and taking water out of the bucket. And think about these choices as habits. You can go ahead and focus on each of these areas and influence how you're going to go ahead and perform in that sale. If you take 10 sales individuals and put them into the same opportunity, the question is, would you see each of those salespersons come out with the same outcome? And the answer is no. Each of them you may get 5 people that win and 5 people that lose. So your sales success and why those 5 people win in that sale is made up of those hundreds of choices that go into the sale. And what I'm telling you is all of those choices are habits. They're those small things that you do to influence a sale, and you're either taking water out of the bucket or you're adding water to the bucket. Okay? So when you come to the end of the sale, you're gonna either have enough water in that bucket to go ahead and move your sale forward and win the business. So the next sequence, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the goals that really make up how to go ahead and influence those habits. So as an exercise, write down all of the things that are your good habits. What do you do really well? And write down the things that are challenging for you. What are the bad habits that you're bringing into your sales game? And the next key is that once you have that list of good and bad habits, then we're gonna go ahead and come up with goals that support how to go ahead and move those habits into something that's automatic, so you don't even think about it. So look forward to that in our next talk, and thank you for listening, and have an amazing day.